Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be doing something that I want to try. Actually, to be honest, I didn't even want to order this. I didn't even want this. Like, I just wanted to check how much I would be getting. I just wanted to see the deal. I didn't actually want to order it. And that is HelloFresh. This video is not sponsored in any way. So I wanted to be testing out like different YouTube partnership deals and everything that like other YouTubers promote to see if they're actually legit and if it's like really worth the money for a little regular citizen like me. So today's video, we're going to be testing out HelloFresh, and the reason why I'm testing out HelloFresh is because we got this in the mail. It's basically a 7 free meals deal card, where basically you put in this coupon code as you are like checking out for like the HelloFresh deals to get it cheaper than what they usually charge. If you don't know what HelloFresh is basically a subscription where they offer or they deliver like food and recipes for the week, or depending on how many days and how many like servings you want, and what depending on when you want it, so you don't have to like spend extra money on groceries and like spending time to know what to cook and everything. And a lot of YouTubers have promoted repeatedly on multiple occasions how they use HelloFresh all the time and how they just love HelloFresh. And I was like, I kind of want to try this in the future when I got the money for it. So then when I got this, it said 7 free meals plus free shipping by using this code, because this came in for Mother's Day. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this, we'll see how it is. In the back it shows the first box is 50% off, the second box is 35% off, and the third box is also 30% off or 35% off. And I was like, okay, 50% off, that's not bad. They're saying a lot of times I hear like it's cheaper than buying groceries and everything. So I go on the HelloFresh website, I sign up, and I'm like, okay, where can I put this code in? They asked me to put like my shipping information, the payment. I was like, that's cool. I probably have to like bypass all this in order to like see the recipes and everything. And the moment I'm done and I click like submit and save, an order has in place for me. Honestly, it happened all so quick that I low-key feel like I got scammed. Like, you can't just go in and check like the prices. For some reason, it didn't let me do that unless there's an option to do it. It didn't let me do that. I tried to just go on the website to see the prices and everything, to see how much like the subscription would cost. I probably should just gone on like Reddit and see what people said. But then the moment I put in my information just to see like what's the amount they're going to be charging me, they saved it. They saved the information. They're like, all right, a shipment's coming towards you. And I was like, what do you mean? So then I tried to cancel like the first one, because I was like, I don't really want it, I just wanted to see how much it would cost. And then I was able to push it back, but I couldn't edit like the delivery. I couldn't edit what I was getting. Like the first box that they send you, it's on them. Like, they pick what you're getting and that's it. You can't cancel it. So I couldn't change the recipes. I couldn't cancel it. The only thing I could have done was just pushed it back. So I was like, okay, I don't want the delivery to come in this week, I'll just make it come in 2 weeks, which is this week. So I'll be receiving it anytime now. Like, it should be coming any minute now, or any hour now, to our door, because I couldn't cancel it. And I feel like if I contacted customer service, I could have canceled it and explained the situation, but like, I don't want to talk to them, so I'm stuck in this position. Yeah, the price, if this is what I got for 50% off, regular price is insane, because they're claiming it's going to be cheaper than buying groceries every week. I spend less on groceries every week. First of all, the 7 free meals plus the free shipping really does like capture your attention, but it doesn't really feel like you're getting it for free. I thought I could have gone like a free trial for 1 week to see how it goes. Clearly that's not how it goes. They charged me $98, and that's for 50% off. That means if I didn't use this coupon, they would have charged me at least $200 for a week. And the options I did was 4 servings, because there's like 4 of us, for like 1 week. So 1 week, 4 servings is at least $200 on a regular basis. And I was like, how is that any cheaper than grocery shopping? Grocery shopping is not even $200 a week. Like, especially when everyone's like going out for work or to school, and they buy like lunch outside and everything, and they come back home to make dinner. The most that we spend on groceries, I would say, every week is at least like $120, not $200. How is $98 50% off? I'm confused. Depending on how my family takes it, especially my parents, I hope they lick their plates clean, because I spent $98 on this and I don't think they know. But hopefully with this video I can make the money back. I'm just a student. Like, if a student were to do this, like, I'm gonna tell you at the end of the week if it was worth it. But if a student were to do this and you're saying it's cheaper than groceries, I would rather just spend money on groceries and search up for recipes on the internet, because I don't know if this is really saving me any money. I'm going to be honest. If I'm a regular citizen and I have just a low income kind of job and I don't make that much money to spend $200 on a box for food so I can feed myself and my family, you bet I'm just gonna stick to grocery shopping at No Frills or Freshco, because that is way cheaper. But we'll see by the end of this week. So if you're interested to see the results of me testing out HelloFresh, then keep watching. Hi Zuri, how are you? He literally just came up so he can get a little cameo in this video. Where's Angel? There's Angel. That is my bird. I love you. Oh, you're so cute. You just want to be seen everywhere on camera. Anyways, so on the website it does mention my package or the box is out for delivery, but I don't know when. I don't know if they're going to be sending out an email once it's really out for delivery within my area, because I haven't gotten a tracking code or anything. So I'm just so confused how this works. Am I enjoying this right now? No, but we're going to see how it goes. So keep watching. Here's some more bird content for those that are interested. The yellow one right there, yellow white, is Angel, that's my bird, and the blue one here that just loves all the attention is Zuri. That is Rodley's bird. Now, did I pre-set up the camera to get the shot? Yes, I did. And was it worth it? Yes. It's like all those other aesthetic YouTube videos that you see when people get packages. Now, here's my attempt at it. Not very smooth, but yeah. So it has arrived. The box is here. My address is on it. Y'all are not gonna see that. It arrived at around 1:30 p.m. here, and good time too, because I was like, what if it comes kind of late? Then I wouldn't have time to make the dinner, you know. But it's here. So here we have is our box. Caution, very heavy. I know. Just open this up. A more sustainable way of reducing food waste, freshly sourced, no detours, carbon neutral to your doorstep, reuse and recycle paper packaging, insulation. This is promising. So upon opening, all the recipes are just there to show you what you'll be cooking. I'm starting to get anxious. It basically has it shows you what you'll be making, and then at the back there's instructions, directions, measures, just everything that you need to know about what you're going to be cooking. Thank you. Welcome to the Fresh Fam. They welcomed me with a nice little booklet. Sad to say, I don't think I'll be staying with the Fresh Fam, but we'll see about that. They say the more boxes you order, the more rewards you're going to get. So upon ordering 4 boxes, you get a reward with the 4th box, you get a reward with the 6th box, and you get a reward with the 8th box. I'm not getting that far as much as I want to see what the rewards are. Just pamphlets, booklets welcoming you, because it's my first time doing this. Upon the recipes, we have the food itself. I think the meat's at the bottom. Oh my gosh, what did I get myself into? Which one? You want meatball sandwich? We can do
recipes.
This one's chicken with vegetables and gravy. It'll have carrots, potatoes, red onions, sweet pepper, and then this one is rice with vegetables and meatballs.
Oh, meatball and rice and veggie. Yeah, I like this one. I like that one.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we're going to be going with the Greek style lemon pepper meatballs, and basically the ingredients are all listed at the side here. I'm going to be following the directions at the back with like how much of everything. So I'm reading like the fresh start guide, and it says here to check for ingredients. Some sensitive ingredients that need to stay cooler are placed with ice packs underneath the cardboard separator in your box. So basically the things that need to stay in a cooler kind of like environment, that's what the separator was for. And then it says to choose tonight's meals. Check the best before date of your protein so you know which meal to cook first. Everything else can stay in the fridge. So that was like one of my questions. And then manage your deliveries. The deadline to make changes to your orders 4 days before scheduled delivery. With the first delivery, it did not give me the option. It just gave me these things. So we're going to try it out, and yeah. Okay, so I guess I'm going to double check all the ingredients and place them within the correct place, and just double check expiration dates and make sure like we cook the things that need to be cooked first. That way it doesn't go to waste.
Alright, so here we're doing the Greek style lemon pepper meatballs. It has a list of ingredients all at the side and how the dish is supposed to look like. So following the instructions, I make sure to follow everything very carefully in order to get the proper results. So here I am just taking out the bag. I kept the bag in the balcony for some time until I can make some space in the house. And let me just show you the ingredients that they provided. So here we have is basically some of the vegetables. I should tell you what everything is, but I did not remember. But you can see they put like the bell peppers inside like these plastic bags along with the tomatoes in the containers, some olives, the pastas also inside their like special packaging. So everything just came pretty much pre-packaged, and I did have to wash the vegetables because it does instruct for you to wash the vegetables. And following the instructions now, I am just putting in the water for the pasta, which I really thought was rice, but it's actually pasta, which is really interesting. Everyone's got to try something new sometimes. So here I am just grating the garlic, chopping up some of the vegetables. It suggested to prepare everything just to have everything out, and so you're ready to mix it up. Later on I will explain actually what I think about the time it takes to make everything, because it takes time. So here is the pasta. It pretty much boiled to the right temperature. Oh, that actually looks so good now that I'm looking at it. And just slicing the tomatoes, got the zucchinis all chopped up, and I think that's parsley, but you know, it's okay. That's not the point of this video. So then I got the ground beef, and I had to like kind of mush it up to make it a little bit softer in order to form the meatballs for this recipe. They then also told me to roast the vegetables in the oven. And here are some of the done meatballs. I did actually use my air fryer to make the meatballs because I do have an air fryer as an option. The pasta was well cooked. I did make the mistake of leaving it in the water rather than draining. It's because there's a lot happening and I just couldn't keep up at the time. But here are the meatballs cooking in the air fryer. I really do like this method a lot better because I just like my air fryer. Alright, and for some reason I lost some of my footage. I can't show the end results, but they were good. They were good. If I can find the image or the video that I took of this first recipe, I'll make sure to include it here. But if not, then you're just going to see me talking to the screen, and I'm so sorry about that. I also did lose footage for day 2, which was retro burgers, and honestly I really did like the retro burgers. They were actually really good. I'm a big fan of burgers, so I was really happy and excited to make this recipe, but I'm upset that I lost the footage.
Hello, so welcome to day 3. So today we'll be making a sheet pan roast chicken thing, and just a quick look at the thing. So it says sheet pan roast chicken, and it's with roasted veggies and pan gravy. Like, I don't even eat gravy like that, so but I gotta do it. So we're just gonna do it.
Alright, so here I am just washing the vegetables as everyone should when you're cooking, and chopping up the carrots, the onion, the peppers, and I keep forgetting if that's parsley or not, but I had everything chopped up. Then I had to move on to the potatoes. Now the funny thing is they give you a measurement of how you should chop everything, but I can never get it accordingly because I don't have time to do math while I'm in the kitchen. Like, no. So then I had to like roast the peppers, or I had to roast the vegetables with the potatoes in the oven and keep an eye on it so it's like lightly toasted or something. These wouldn't fit in my air fryer. Believe me, I tried, and it was already 4:28. I believe I started this at like 3:30. It's been already an hour. So now they told me to take the chicken out and kind of just like pat it dry and then just season it. A lot of times they say to season it with salt and pepper. That's not seasoning. But then I would season it and then add the little herbal vegetables they tell me to add, and then kind of like lightly fry it.
Okay, so I just have to add the peppers to the baking sheet with veggies. Stir to combine or each chicken on top of veggies. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we have the cooked chicken. It's not fully cooked. Arrange chicken on top of veggie. So now we're just gonna sprinkle that on top. We're just mixing the vegetables with the peppers and the onions. So we're gonna put one chicken. I'm gonna put two. I'm gonna put three. This one's a lot better, but like I didn't want to put the stove on too high. A little baby one. There's our angel. Thank you.
Never made gravy ever in my life, so I was really concerned if I was doing this right. They gave me like some special powder to put on top of the onion, some water, but I'm sure I burnt it. It did not taste like gravy. I know what gravy tastes like, and it did not taste like gravy.
The man, who's the man? You are so cute. Oh.
And here is the final results. It is kind of disappointing to look at, but the taste was pretty immaculate. I'm not even gonna lie. That's the gravy. Attempt at the gravy.
Very pleased. Thank you.
How's the gravy?
It's good.
It's good. I don't even want to ask about the vegetables, because vegetables are just vegetables. So yeah,
Approved.
Alright, so here are the results, and upon trying it, it was actually pretty good. It's nice to have different taste buds in your mouth, and this definitely was something different, so I really did enjoy this a lot. Hello and welcome back. We are now at day 4. So for today we are making chicken schnitzel with garlic potatoes and mustard carrots. Now this is the image that they're providing, how it's supposed to look like. And it says this is gonna take 40 minutes. Everything else has said it's gonna take 30 minutes, even though it takes me like more than like an hour and 30 minutes. This one says 40 minutes, so we're gonna be in this kitchen for 2 hours. But thankfully it is now 1:53, so it's about to be 2 o'clock. I'm starting earlier, like an hour earlier than I usually do, because every time I just start an hour earlier, because it's never actually 30 minutes, because it doesn't like count preparation time. So I didn't defrost the chicken. I didn't take the chicken out. I didn't defrost the chicken. Oh my gosh. Here it is, frosted, cold, hard as rock. No sweat, no sweat. I'm gonna naturally let it defrost, and I'm going to start preparations as it's defrosting, because I'm not gonna need the chicken until, oh, it's a second step. I'm sorry, I'm having like a moment. I'm having a moment here. I'll just chop the carrots now. I'll cut the potatoes. I'll take my time. I'll go very, very slow so the chicken has time to defrost. I'll leave it in some like lukewarm water. And yeah, okay, let's get it started. So yes, the same routine, washing the vegetables, preparing it, and then doing the whole chop sequence. You have this nice looking potato. What a great way to start this part of the video. So I had to cut everything into quarters, as you can see, and I just had to basically chop all of that. I know I don't have a proper chopping board. I will get one, okay? I will get one. Just leave me alone. This works, and it's my life, okay? So upon chopping the potatoes, they basically just tell me to roast it in the oven as well.
What are you doing? You gotta really move.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, after that, while I am preparing the potatoes, I got straight to cutting the carrots as they suggested. Just chopping up the carrots on my plate. Not a chopping board. I know.
So the next thing they're asking me is to pound the chicken. I'm supposed to... Okay. I guess I'm just supposed to make it flat? Okay.
Yeah, so I never had to pound a chicken. I never really thought about ever pounding a chicken. And as you can see, this method doesn't work. So then I decided to get creative because I didn't have a pounding hammer. I grabbed a wooden spoon and I got straight to it. Am I doing this right? Alright, now this is the part where things got kind of messy. So here I am just pouring out the breadcrumbs because we are going to make some fried chicken, right? So I put the breadcrumbs into a pot, and then for some reason something inside of me was like, okay, now they're telling me I need to put mayo. The mayo wasn't for the breadcrumbs. The mayo was to cover the chicken with it in order to, you know, get the breadcrumbs on the chicken. So when I realized this mistake, I quickly had to like scoop it up carefully because it didn't like sink to the bottom, and cover the chicken properly with the breadcrumbs. So here it is done properly, and it says to cover it nicely. Now listen, it told me to cover the chicken nicely, and I did as they suggested, and they only provided me with 1 pack of breadcrumbs, Italian breadcrumbs, and I followed the instructions. So here, as you can see, we have a lot of covered chicken, but I ran into an issue. I ran out of breadcrumbs before I could finish the chicken. That shouldn't have happened. That shouldn't have happened. They did not provide enough breadcrumbs. So first I decided to just fry what I had, so I wasn't wasting time because it was close to dinner time and people were going to get hungry once they got home. So I put it up in my air fryer, and I decided
I'm going to crunch up the cornflakes to make it into breadcrumbs. That's what we're doing.
That's right. I just did the cornflakes method. You gotta get creative up in this kitchen. I crushed everything into little bits and pieces and covered that with the chicken. And as you can see, the air fryer works splendidly. It works wonderfully. And here I am coating the leftover chicken with the cornflakes. Although there wasn't any Italian seasoning in it, it still tasted good. Okay, moving on. Alright, so then after that, they told me to just pretty much cook the carrots. So I took my chopped carrots and placed them on the pan. So sorry for the shaky camera work. My camera did die at this point. And then mix it up with some mustard and some seasoning. And honestly, it didn't look appetizing, and I'm not the biggest fan of mustard, so we'll just see how this goes. And then here's just the 2 cornflake chickens chilling in the air fryer. Next, it was time to make the sauce. So for the sauce, I'm going to put together the sour cream, mayo, horseradish. This was my absolute first time tasting horseradish, and I was so afraid because a horseradish. And surprisingly, at the end, the results did in fact look a lot more appetizing than what I expected. It really was really good to try, and I actually liked eating this one probably the most out of majority of these recipes.
It's not that bad actually. The sauce blends in really nice with the chicken. And when you eat the carrot with the potatoes, the mustard isn't that strong. So today is day 5, and we were going to be making this is like a nice lunch thing. Like, I didn't think this was like fit for dinner, so this is going to be our lunch for today. It's a classic meatball sub with garden salad. So I did put the salad in the fridge and all of that, but I ran into a problem. I ran into a slightly big problem. When I was making yesterday's like sauce, and then I saw it said like I needed sour cream, I think, and I was like, wait, am I sure the sour cream is for this recipe? It's not for another recipe. So then I checked like the last recipe I was going to the last like recipe I was going to do, which was the sub, and then it didn't say anything about
like the sour cream, so I guess the sour cream was for that one. But then I saw it said that there is mozzarella cheese shredded in this recipe, and I was like, wait a second, I only saw the cheddar cheese. What do you mean there's mozzarella cheese? Turns out I forgot to put the mozzarella cheese in the fridge as well, and it's been 4 days. So then I put it in the fridge last minute, but it was too late. So this whole pan of cheese is now going to the garbage because it did even start molding just a little bit. And even though it is like that one small spot, like it's like right there, it's kind of hard to see on the camera, it's a health hazard, and I can't cook with this because I didn't realize this was supposed to be in the fridge too. Like, it was at the bottom of my bag, and then I was like, this is a complete waste. Like, it even, like, it just, because it was melting, it was just like molding into like one big cheese. So this is now garbage, and I'm so upset.
I'm so upset. I'm actually so upset because I had to shred cheese.
So I'm just gonna say psych right now. I actually did not end up doing this recipe as followed because the bread also went bad, and I didn't notice till after. Sorry for the visuals. Because I was still in the mood for a sandwich, we decided to just order Subway with the meatball recipe. Yeah, how did it go bad? I forgot that bread should not be stored away for a long time, which it was. It was the end of the week, and that was my mistake. So instead, we just went with the recipe without making it a meatball sub. So here I am with the ingredients, chopped up the vegetables, the peppers, mixing up the meat within the breadcrumbs, and then just placing them into my air fryer, forming the meatballs because we love air fryers and they just make things so much more good, and it feels a lot more healthier. So then they told me, because this is a salad recipe as well, they just told me to pretty much mix the balsamic vinegar with the vegetables that I chopped up, and look at those meatballs. They honestly look so good. Mixing them in the sauce, I felt like an actual chef. Like this was a good moment. You always have to wash the vegetables. You don't know what goes on, you always have to be careful, but wash the leaves of the salad, mixed up the balsamic vinegar with the sauce and everything, the meatballs, the Subway sandwich, you see everything, and upon tasting it, it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Yummy. Good.
I mean, the meatballs were fine too, but the Subway sandwich was definitely good. I'm going to quickly talk about my conclusion of this service overall. Now, do I recommend this for everyone? No. Am I going to be doing this again? No. And here are my 3 main reasons why. First, I'm going to talk about the time. The time that they tell you that it's going to take for certain recipes doesn't always follow that exact time. I'd be in the kitchen from 3:30 and then I'd be finishing at 5. Now, is that something regular with recipes in general? Yes, but I feel like they could have saved a lot of time if most of the things were already pre-cut, pre-chopped. And that brings us to my second point, where sometimes things were inconsistent. So the second time, yes, I did order HelloFresh for a second time that I ordered HelloFresh. My onions and peppers were chopped and ready to go, while my first package, they weren't. Now, if they were chopped during my first package, my first trial, that would have saved me a lot of time and I wouldn't have been cooking in the middle of class. But then for a reason, the second time I ordered with HelloFresh, things were chopped up for me and ready to go. So it's like, do you do this or do you not? Is there a pattern I'm missing, or am I just not getting it? And then second part of my experience, within the second time I did order HelloFresh, they left my package unattended downstairs. Now, why did this happen? I have no idea. It was actually really, really weird. I'm not sure why they left it unattended. It was just laying there. I didn't know they delivered it until I checked my account, and it was like, your HelloFresh package has been delivered, and I'm just like looking, where is it? So that wasn't fun. Someone could have stolen it. And the fact that that package was $120 did not make me feel any better. So that's kind of tying into the third part. The pricing of HelloFresh is definitely not worth it, if I were to be completely honest, because the first time I ordered it, like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, it cost me $98. Now that was 50% off with the coupon code, which means regularly it would have been $200. The second time I ordered HelloFresh, they charged me $120, and that was for 3 days for 4 people. And then for the third time that I did not expect it to get a HelloFresh package, but I did, they charged me $130, and it was for 5 recipes for 4 people. Now, buying groceries from like Walmart, FreshGo, Metro, or even No Frills is a lot more cheaper than HelloFresh, because HelloFresh, you're paying for the service, the delivery, the ingredients, while you can save so much more money if you just got the ingredients yourself and you just looked on HelloFresh for the recipes. Because if you look at it realistically, you're paying for ingredients that you're only going to be using once per day for 5 different recipes for each day, and that's it. There's no actual leftovers to make something else. Everything is done for that one day, and that is it. Well, if you do go grocery shopping, you can buy enough ingredients and you can make multiple different mashup of recipes throughout a week, and it can save you up to at least 2 weeks worth of going to the grocery store for $200, if that makes sense. So it's definitely not worth the price. It's a lot of money unless you are a very busy businessman, woman, or just like person in general, and you have the money for it, go ahead. But if you're a regular person like me, if you live paycheck to paycheck or 9 to 5, this is not the kind of service that you want to do on a regular basis. Maybe a special occasion, but not a regular basis. And yeah, that's basically my experience. Some other things I do want to mention about HelloFresh before I do end off this video. Now, this is a very, very strong assumption I'm making because, again, I've only tried this like 3 times now, but the quality of food that I received recently compared to when I first got it has pretty much downgraded. As you can see, here's a picture of potatoes actually that I got for a recipe of mashed potatoes this recent week on my 3rd box, and there's a bunch of holes in them, and all of the potatoes had just a bunch of holes in them, and it looks unappealing, unappetizing, and just not really good to eat. So it wasted a lot more of my time on preparation to cut off all of these small holes and like the black spots off these potatoes, because that's just not the quality of food anyone should be receiving. So that really did make me upset to see. Again, it's just an assumption. This is just based on my experience. I don't know if this is something that they do. Maybe it's just how they grow their potatoes. Maybe they just grow their potatoes like that. But all my 21 years living on this forsaken earth, I have never seen potatoes look like that from anywhere. No Frills, FreshGo, Metro, Walmart, no. So it's just interesting. But I do have some suggestions for any HelloFresh representatives watching this video, even though I don't think I will be sponsored by HelloFresh anytime soon. One thing I want to say is have a service or a system where it alerts the customer that you're going to be billed for an upcoming delivery, and if they still want to proceed with said delivery, because I did not know I was going to get that 3rd package because I completely forgot I pushed it, and they randomly billed me at like 2:30 in the morning, and it was too late to say anything because like everyone's sleeping, there's no customer service like up and running. So I just had to I had to hug it and just go with the delivery, and it was just really upsetting. But if there was a service that would let like people know in advance, like a message or email saying that, reminding them that they have a package placed or ordered place, and if they want to proceed, then they should just let it proceed, or if they want to cancel it, they have the chance of canceling it, would have saved me and probably other people too. Because like maybe you have a family emergency that you have to attend to, and you completely forgot about your HelloFresh package coming in, and then they billed you randomly without confirming that if you still want the package, and then the money just goes to waste, and so does the food because you're not there to pick it up. It's just a hassle that could be averted if they had the system. Just a suggestion. A second suggestion is to put all the cold food at the bottom. I did not like the fact that I had to open every single bag up after they were properly packaged just to take out the cold items and place them in the fridge, in the freezer. And a lot of times I didn't know what needed to be in the fridge or the freezer because a lot of these things were new to me to see. Like the horseradish, I was like, does horseradish go in the fridge, or does it go in the freezer, or does it stay out? I didn't know. And stuff like the cheese, I missed the cheese, and I feel like I wouldn't have missed the cheese if I just saw everything that needed to be placed in the fridge or the freezer at the bottom, insulated with the meat. That way it indicates like these are everything that should be refrigerated, keep cool, and you don't have to worry about anything else in the bags. I feel like that could definitely save people money and food and things ever going to waste. So that's just another suggestion. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I really do hope you liked this video. I hope it was insightful. I hope it helped you make a decision or learn more about HelloFresh. I do have extra codes if anyone wants them. I guess if you're interested, let me know. Maybe follow me on like my social media platforms and let me know when you did that. And the first 4 people to follow me on social media, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, get the code. We'll see how I feel. And yeah, with that, I'm going to end off this video off here. Sorry it was so long, but I wanted to make sure it was as informative as possible. And that was me testing out a YouTube brand partnership thing. Yeah, I'm just gonna end this video off here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye guys.